So we're at the perennial garden, and what do you got?
Well, back over here on this trellis we have a couple of grapes.
So you got grapes?
Yeah, this is Swiss chard. For some reason Swiss chard's not doing too good. But lamb's quarter comes up everywhere, and this is good eating. It's a weed, supposedly. We have blueberry bushes over in this area. Don't film all the junk.
Oh, I'll carefully edit that out.
Lots of projects going. Here we have comfrey, which people used to eat. Most people don't eat it anymore, but I'm raising it for the animals. You can dry comfrey like hay and keep it for the winter. We have some hosta, which is not great tasting, but it is edible. That's not why I grew it. We have a few pumpkins that are just volunteer in here because I had this processed by the chickens over the winter and fed them a lot of jack-o'-lanterns that were thrown away. I have asparagus. This is the first year on the asparagus. It's kind of spindly, but it was just planted and doing pretty good, I think, for first year just starting. The next bed up in the terrace, we have more comfrey on the end. Looks like another volunteer pumpkin. We have Juneberry strawberries. We have mustard greens that are in need of thinning, or those are turnip greens in need of thinning. We have New Zealand spinach, which is a perennial, but I don't think it'll perennial here in Pennsylvania. It may self-seed. We'll just have to see what happens there. I've also didn't have a good place to put it yet, so I just put it here, but we'll keep on cutting it and extending it. This is Good King Henry, which is you use the sprouts like the shoots like asparagus, so I hope to get a big bed of that going. Intertwined in here we have watermelons and different things. Different places we have a begonia just because I thought that was pretty, but different places we have around the place, and I want to get this in thicker, some ostrich fern. This is chickweed. I try to encourage it to grow everywhere. It's easy to pull up for the animals, it's edible for people, and rabbits love it. Back over here, we have some colt's foot coming up, but we have some more ostrich fern. Again, I want to fill that whole place in. These two beds over here are ever-bearing strawberries. And lots of lamb's quarter growing again. We have some yellow sorrel coming up. We have all kinds of good stuff in there. In this bed we have more asparagus. Just this much of the patch. We have some mint over there in the container, hoping to keep it contained so it doesn't get away from us. This is a work in progress. I hope to make a more naturalized looking area. A lot of the stuff in here most people consider weeds. I like it. The thistle I try to pull out. But this is eucalyptus. I don't know if it's going to do any good here or not, but thought we'd try it. Have lots of native plants. The plantains, buckhorn plantain, and dandelion. Again, perfect for the rabbits. We have lots of lavender, just because we like lavender. A couple of different sage. We have a pineapple sage and a tricolor sage. Let's see, we have a rosemary and a flax. We have lovage, which is similar in taste to celery. Celery is kind of hard and laborsome to grow, so we just use that for the seasoning. This, again, is burdock. I love this stuff. Nice huge leaves that the rabbits eat. I think it looks pretty. I'll get it, keep on growing in here. A big old yarrow up here. Snoop, get out of the way. Don't step on the crop. Let's see, we have a honeyberry right here. I read somewhere they're invasive. So far this one doesn't look like it's too invasive. Hopefully it'll get going. Trying to take advantage of, I have a fiddlehead for you to see. Trying to take advantage of the shade, and I have more ostrich fern going.
What's the significance of the fiddlehead?
The fiddlehead is the part that you eat. It comes up in fiddleheads like this. You cut them off, and then you cook this like asparagus. Quite tasty. Here we have chamomile, which kind of likes the shade. Nothing of importance up there, just roots to hold the barrier in place there. We have a plum tree, self-pollinating plum. It's a semi-dwarf. We have I think that one's the wine sap apple tree over there. And on this side, gala. Both of those are semi-dwarf.
And didn't you have some trees in the back as well?
Yeah, in the back we have a peach tree, a black walnut, almond, and then we have some firewood trees for coppicing. Trees that coppice real well for the firewood are birch down there and poplar.
That's quite a bit there, Mike.
Yeah, there's more berries down there that I don't think we filmed, but some cherries and some blueberries.
Well, Mike, we got a little cut off there, but you were telling me as far as there's a few other things you got.
Yes, this is the back patio, and I have these fenced in thanks to the dog Happy. He likes to dig in it. And we have tomatoes going here, we have peppers down in here. On the back, because this is actually a north wall, this thing is this is to the north of the wall. And it gets sunshine on the tomatoes here, but to take advantage of the shade, I have collard greens going back there. And as you can see, more pumpkins coming up. I have to pull some of those, getting a little thick, but that's from having the chickens there again and feeding them pumpkins.
Alrighty, what else you got, Mike?
Well, here we have another happy barrier to keep the dog out. We have some green beans growing up the fence and up some of these Jerusalem artichokes. These are Jerusalem artichokes. I think I got a pound or two, I can't remember now, and planted them. And I'll probably leave them this year and let them, all the tubers that are in there, come back next year and really thicken this in.
Alright, anything else, Mike?
Yes, if we come up on the catwalk, I can show you the culinary herb garden.
What's up here, Mike?
Well, this is just a culinary garden. We have little planters here with all different stuff. We have basil and parsley, cilantro. We have a sage that'll go out into the perennial garden later. Fennel, all different kind of, all down here, different kind of stuff. We have a lavender down there, again, just because we like it. We have a tomato on that end and a tomato on this end. And that's the big part of it.
Well, you should be right proud of what you accomplished, Mike.
Well, I am.
Fine bit of land you got here, Mike.
Am I being recorded?
Mike's new lawnmower. So, Mike, I understand that when you were in Korea, you picked up some interesting culinary taste.
Yeah, and that might be the sound that you heard on the back of some of the shots, and it's our dog here, raising him for a little bit of meat.
Wow!
While he's still tender.
What's his name?
This is Happy.
Well, for now, maybe.